So I have this theory, and after talking to people long enough, you start to develop theories. So my theory is that in everything we do, we're either motivated from fear or motivated from love. Now I know that can sound like a stretch right now, but hear me out. So let's say your partner asks you to help them make dinner. You might be frustrated by this, a little annoyed. That's a place of fear. You might be fearful that your needs aren't getting met in this situation. Maybe you're not living up to your partner's expectation. Or you do it from a place of love, um, wanting them to have the highest good in this situation, wanting to meet their needs. So here's your example. Now, what does it feel like when we come from the place of fear? Not good, right? I know because I myself struggle with trying to make these decisions all the time. How do I come more from a place of love? But the truth is that it's super easy to get caught up in these fear-based decisions, fear-based actions all the time. And that's because we don't label it with fear. We're not consciously aware that this is the place that we're coming from. So, the labels you hear often are frustration, anger, jealousy, self-doubt. Now, these aren't usually things we're upfront about when we're discussing, oh, I'm angry at my boss, or, my partner just doesn't seem to get it, I can't make time for myself. But if we really want these things, why aren't we making the changes to go get them? Fear. So fear is paralyzing us in inaction. Whether you want to call it fear or not, giving it that label can really help push you in another direction, maybe a direction of love eventually. But there's this association that kind of stops us from being able to make that switch right away. When we have experiences, we often label them with pain or pleasure. So let's say, haven't been to the gym in a long time, I go to the gym or I make plans, I want to lose weight, I go to the gym, but it's painful. The exercise was so hard I could barely breathe. Well, how likely am I to return to the gym if I have labeled this activity as painful? I don't want to go. I'm fearful that I might fail. It hurt. So now I'm coming from this place of fear and I'm associating it with pain. Yeah, change not going to happen from that place. So what can you do? We've got to make a shift from pain to pleasure. And this happens in the association. This happens with mindfulness and being present when you are in action. So when you're at the gym, finding little things to look forward to, focusing on the high you get after working out, focusing on the results, focusing on your interactions with your trainer or other people at the gym that are positive. That's how you can make that pleasure association in the moment, being mindful. Once you have a pleasure association, well, who wouldn't want to go towards pleasure, towards the thing that's, making you happy? That's what you need as a motivator. Once you start doing that, then the intention can be for self-love, loving loving your body, wanting to make yourself the strongest that you can be, helping you become resilient, helping you increase your function and mobility. These are all wonderful things. So therefore, you're more likely to do it. You're more likely to make that positive change for yourself. And isn't it so much nicer when we're not considering our fears and our decision making coming from a place of love? This will change your life if you can make these changes in the small things that you do. I know we always look for things to talk about in conversation, but wouldn't it be nice if those things weren't complaints? Yeah, your friends would like it more too. So do yourself a favor, make a decision to move away from pain towards pleasure, make your motivation love, and see what positive things come up for you. We're going to be working much more on this in depth at our 4-week seminar starting May 1st. Contact me if you're interested in making these changes in your life.